Okay, well, hopefully you can kind of hear me, and we're still working through all the sound issues and things like that. Now this right here is going to be what I was talking about in my last video here. This was my EDC bag. Okay, now this is a Eddie Bauer. It is a 35-liter hiking backpack. God, I can't tell you. I think I bought this thing about 7 years ago, 7, 8 years ago. Originally bought it when I was working in the malls, but it served my purpose there. It served purposes on and off for years now. But this is what I was using. For the most part, nothing on the outsides. Anything like that. This is everything's internal. Now I do put water bottles or other drinks, whatever have you, out on the outside there, but that is what is primary. Now let's go ahead and get in here. First of all, I'm going to be doing this front pouch here, just nice zipper pocket right there, as well as there is a Velcro pocket right here. All right, so this is all of what was in those front two pockets. Now, this is now for this bag in its play. What it's going to look like here, it's kind of just a standard administrative pouch. You got your card slots, a couple of pen slots, a little thing here. Now there's nothing down in the bottom of that. There is also a zippered pocket here, as well as a key loop here. So now, what was in those? Now, in that front little Velcro section there, I had showed you, I just have a simple thing of wet ones. If you're just trying to get some stuff off your hands, maybe just had some good barbecue, or just cleaning something up, whatever have you, at least you can get your hands all kind of wiped off. In the main compartment there, I just have a couple of gel pens here. Pilot G2 classic, just a Uniball pen, as well as a Sharpie Industrial. So I have those. This is just a standard little Sharpie. If you're not trying to get the industrial strength going, that's there. Not bad. Plus, it's got the little magnet on the end of it, which little magnets can sometimes come in handy. This is a Texton bit driver here. You'll see where that comes into play here in a little bit. Now I do have a camping spoon. Okay, Eddie Bauer camping spoon. It's just got a couple of tools on it: bottle opener, wing nut, a little sharp edge here. All sorts of little crazy things. Obviously a spoon, but then I also just have a couple of bungee hair ties around it. You never know when you're going to need that otherwise. And then here I just have, this is a very old school style of knife. I think it's Opinel Inox. I have no idea what exactly it is. Let's see here if we can get that. There we go. Kind of get the name of it there. Now, by what I understand from this company is they've made these kind of knives for well over 100 years. I think it's almost 140 now. I just keep it in the bag as, again, just a spare blade if I need it. Rather sharp, just there for just in case. Next, I'm going to be going ahead and doing these two top pockets here, which have a Velcro front as well as a zippered pocket behind on both. All right, so in these top two pockets here, a couple of very simple things here. A couple packs of gum. Again, you never know when you're going to need it, especially if you just went out and had a whole bunch of garlic-filled food or something of that nature. And maybe for the pleasure of your company, you may want to make sure that you get that all situated and taken care of. Just two different flavors. Personally, I prefer this one here, but the other one is there for other people as well. Just a simple little flip book, notebook. Nothing major. Just just a flip book. Some medicines here. Just some ibuprofen, some Tylenol. Looks like we got some relief tablets in there. Allergy meds otherwise. Now I do keep a couple of Midol. Again, I do have enough, there's some female friends around me enough that, sometimes things come up and it happens, and, hey, I'm here to help. More than happy to. That actually started because of an ex of mine that would always forget and never have it on her, and she's feeling terrible, and it's like, well, here you go, here's something to hopefully help with that. But there is that. Now this one here, I believe this used to be an old tin thing or something like that, from a tea place. Well, what I use it for is with that bit driver of here's all the well, there's all the different bits and otherwise for that set. Just trying to make sure that I can pull apart or put together anything. I used to do some repair back in the day of electronics, so that was a lot of what we used. That is all that was in those top pouches. Alright, so now we're looking at the top of the bag here. Now we're going to be doing the first main section, which is right up here, this first section here. Alrighty, now what we're seeing here is everything that was in that main compartment. We're just going to go through the simple stuff here. So I got a full shemagh here, full 100% cotton. Lasted me many years. I'm going to be looking into picking up some more. Hopefully I can find the good ones of this quality. These are just some simple gloves. Nothing major, nothing extreme, nothing needed. Just something to keep my hands warm temporarily. Now this is going to be my main notebook. This is everything of my personal life, as well as some other details that I've added in over time or just other things going on. There's also a JBL speaker. My JBL, I believe it's the Charge 4. Fantastic little speaker. It also doubles as a USB battery bank if I need it. So there is that. Now, some other things that I have here is I do have this. I do have 2 dry bags on here. This one is going to be my clothes. Now, what do I have in here? I have a simple pair of underwear and socks that are in there, wool socks. I have a Carhartt, I forget what the exact term of it is, but it is one of the base layers, long sleeve shirts, as well as on top of this. Now, one of the things I'm a big fan of is I do have 2 of the bearskin hoodies. No, not actual bearskin. That'll be BAER skin. I do have 2 of their hoodies. I have 2 of their 4.0s. Now, one of the big things with the 4.0 that they have is that they have a rain jacket that can zip over top of it. So essentially making a 3-in-1 jacket. So I have the rain jacket part of it here that I can either wear that on its own if it's just raining. If it's just cold, I'm not really worried about getting wet. As you can see, I actually have it on right here. That's, well, you can't really see a logo or anything on this part of it, but I can talk about that in another video of my bearskin that I've had now a couple of months. My dad's had his over a year. That's why I asked him for one, or at least to give you where he got it, and I ordered mine through there. Kind of going from there as far as that goes. But then if it is like hey, it is really cold, it is raining. Mind you, I live in a northeastern state, so rainy and cold are very, very common. We're about ready to get into that time right now. It's about starting to get towards the middle of February, but I have that tucked up in here, so that way everything stays dry in a nice dry bag. I also have this one here. Now this is just some snacks. So like I know I have some meat sticks in here. I have some of the energy bars. I also have some peanuts and some granola bars in there, just as some simple snack foods for that. I do also have 2 other bags here. Let me get into those real quick. Alright, so now this is what is in that gray bag here. This is more my quote tech bag. Obviously you've seen through my extended EDC bag and my bigger backpack for EDC that this is kind of subsidizing what's already there. I already have 2 power banks, so I don't have any other power bank in here. This is just more adapters and otherwise from there. So obviously Type-C to regular USB. Another micro cable. Honestly, I hate to admit of how often I've needed one of those for something foolish. Again, just a simple just a USB charger for the car. Now this is the micro USB to my Google Chromecast here. This I keep because if I want to cast onto something that's on a computer, or I'm sorry, not on a computer, but onto a TV, what I can always do is I can fire up my phone, turn on the Wi-Fi network, and connect to it through my iPad, or connect my iPad to that, as well as my then connect that in, and bada boom, bada bing, I now have myself a Google Chromecast that I could do whatever I need to. One other adapter I have here, again, it's kind of similar purpose. HDMI, USB, and additional USB-C for power. This can be used for either my phone or my iPad. Works quite well with that one of just putting things up. And then just a simple USB that's a half a terabyte drive, just a bunch of data, some other different things that I could use on there for whatever I needed to. Whatever comes up. Alrighty, now this is what was in the red bag here. Now this is my medical pouch here, or at least things that I could use for it. So like I have some of these, basically they're like a towel that it's all compressed and such like that, so it's alright. You take the thing out, you kind of get it a little wet, you roll it out, and there you go, you got yourself a hand towel at least. So I got a couple of those, triangular bandages, just some gauze bandage wrap there, some different, now as I said, I live in the cold, so having some things like this that I could at least use for different purposes or different things here. So if I'm just trying to keep my feet warm, which is the primary thing, as long as your feet are warm, you should be pretty well off, as long as you're not exposing any of your open skin to the air as much as possible, which is why you saw like the shemagh, the gloves. Typically I'm always wearing some sort of a hat. The bearskin does have a hood on it. Again, very incredibly warm, never been cold. I was out in negative degrees not but a few weeks ago, and all I had underneath of it was a t-shirt, and I had that hoodie on, and I was perfectly warm. The shemagh, I guess, as well, because the shirt doesn't go up quite high enough for that, but there's that. Also have some Excedrin, just various bandages, a set of slightly bent hemostats, just that way if I need to get a grip on something, and then obviously a couple of tourniquets here they've already been opened up. All I have to do is basically just grab and pull, and it'll yank the whole thing out of that, and it'll be ready to rock. Which is also why I have the Sharpies, just that way I make sure that, hey, if I put that on there, I'm going to grab that Sharpie, I'm going to check my watch, and I'm going to tell exactly what time that I placed that on there, so that way when they get to medical services, they're all taken care of. But that is what was left in the red bag. Alright everybody, now that concludes the entirety of this bag here of everything that I put on it. Now obviously, in addition to this, on the opposite side I do have a couple of spacer straps, and you can tell how dirty my workbench is right now. A couple of different things for you to lock onto. It also does have a waist strap for you. Obviously I keep mine buckled because I don't use that. Mine's just typical everyday backpack to me. Good quality straps. It's just starting to give a little bit of fray on this, but honestly I'm not too worried about this thing. This thing's been tough as nails. But that is the entirety of my EDC bag, of what I keep in that. Now that's just my EDC bag itself. Obviously we had already discussed on the one that moves in between bags as we go, but this is just kind of two of the layers there, plus obviously what I carry in my pockets is the first layer. So it's first layer there, second layer here, third layer here, and if I have more than that, I must be traveling or something. Thank you so much for everybody joining. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Let me know on what other things I should be adding in. Now obviously things for cold weather gear, so like the hot hands, the gloves, and some of the other just a few other things that are more of a wintry type of thing. Those will be coming out and switching out for something in the summer. So again, if you have any notations for me or any ideas, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye.